Ladies and gentlemen, this is your most awesome host on social media. That is right, it is me, Team Rai here. Anyway, my lovely listeners, how are you doing today on this Wednesday's edition? I'm doing super. This weather is very bizarre. Yesterday it reached up to 60 degrees. That's insane. I love it. Now today is only gonna reach up to maybe like only in the 40s. That is crazy. Mother Nature, quit mess with our emotions with the weather. You know what I'm saying? I told you before, we don't have official spring. Like one day we have spring and another day we go back to winter. Oh my gosh, it is insane. Anyway, enough of that baloney. It is time to do my introduction, and then we'll get this party started. Here goes nothing. I will discuss for you wrestling news, wrestling topics, and a lot of awesome information for you, my listeners. So sit back, relax, feel freed up, grab some meat, grab some drink. Now, if you don't do nothing like that, maybe you want to chill like a villain and hear my thoughts and opinions on this topic. And of course, the article will be down below. Let's roll it. Okay, let me discuss about Vince McMahon and his current role in the WWE. Okay, Vince McMahon is still the chairman of the board in the WWE and runs the show as he seems to fit. And really, WWE Superstars just doing what Vince wants them to do. For the most part, and fans are just lucky to watch what he creates. However, McMahon is also a billion dollar businessman. Probably I said it incorrectly. I'm sorry. Who has his hand in many different projects. Number one, the return of the XFL in 2020. He's putting a lot of money into the XFL. And, like the saving and bonds from the WWE into the XFL. Hopefully he knows what he's doing the second time around. Now, off the record, speaking of the XFL, once the XFL launched, does that mean we're not gonna hear a peep out of him in the W universe? Maybe, maybe not. Now, if McMahon was smart, once the XFL is launched, let his family take over the business. For W, Triple H, Stephanie, and of course Shane O'Mac, and he could just concentrate on the XFL. What's your thoughts on that idea? Probably won't happen. So, what's your thoughts? McMahon is 73 years old, and all the final decisions always go through McMahon. They have like a big meeting, and leading up to WrestleMania, they have this plans way in advance before Mania season. I'm assuming, and then they all voted. I'm assuming, and McMahon says, no, I like my idea better, and they always say, alright, we'll go with your idea, I was wondering, I wish they make a documentary on the boardroom meetings and what goes behind the scenes instead of, we know what behind the scenes when you go to the arenas. That's kind of cool when they do like a 24 W24, like they do that kind of thing. The documentary is very rare. They do that. They don't do it all the time because it takes time to film and all that good stuff. So I love to see when they have these meetings. You might think it's boring for WWE Network, but I think it'd be very, very interesting. So And I guarantee these meetings are very, very boring as hell if you're there to learn the inside scoop of the business. Of course, McMahon cares about one thing of making money. He's a $1 billion businessman. Because he don't give a crap if the product is good. He don't give a crap if the product is bad. He just cares about one thing: money. People out there will still attend events. Of course, WrestleMania is gone already. Now the next step, the big next pay-per-view coming up in the near future in August will be SummerSlam, the biggest event of the summer. So they got to plan that way in advance. Of course, they're not gonna make any announcements on television until it gets closer to SummerSlam. Like I mentioned before, I'm gonna say it again like a broken record. Do we really need a lot of pay-per-views in 12 months? Absolutely not. I'm glad they eliminate 2 pay-per-views in 1 month. Do you remember that? For example, WrestleMania, like it could be March or April, then end of the month, another pay-per-view. There's no build-up. They just throw wrestlers on the card, and there you go. You'll fight so-and-so on this day, and there's no build-up, nothing. I'm glad they eliminate that. 2 pay-per-views in 1 month. That is ridiculous. Now for the fans, we love it, but there's no good build-up. I'm glad. Hopefully McMahon will realize that too many pay-per-views is not a good thing, but he don't give a crap if the card's good or not good. He just cares about one thing, like I said before: money. Now I'm looking forward to the XFL. Sucks is not the original team from back in the day. I thought they're gonna bring those back and have new teams, but I guess I am wrong. Hopefully the XFL will be very, very successful. They have another football league right now, currently, because it's nothing going on except hockey. They're in a hockey playoff right now. NBA is going to end their season pretty soon, and then the second season is the playoffs. No more football. Well, you got this other one, but it's no more college football or no NFL. Excuse me. So what's your thoughts on this article? Everyone have a good one, and I'll definitely will be back tomorrow. Sorry, not tomorrow. Tonight sometime. Have a good one, and thank you very much for listening. This is your lovely host there. It is Team Alright. I am going to wrap this up now.